What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. International Fight Week, UFC 317 in Las Vegas. We're talking everything going on. All right, so let's start with the first fight of the night. We've got bantamweight fight. Unreal way to start the card. Peyton Talbot versus Felipe Lima. Anytime Peyton Talbot is on a card, that's a fight to watch. Peyton Talbot's super entertaining to watch. The guy just cannot have a boring fight. Walks forward, just wants to get in a scrap, doesn't want to play it safe. He wants to fight you. He's not here to outpoint you. He wants to hurt you. So there was a lot of volume, a lot of power, a lot of caution to the wind. I'll be honest, I don't know Felipe Lima. I haven't seen him fight. That's a great opportunity for him. 14-1. He's 2-0 in the UFC and looks like he's been on a long tear before the UFC. I can't give you guys a lot of insight into this one because I've never seen him fight. I think it's likely going to come down to how high level of a grappler is Lima and how much is he going to push the action to get it to the ground. Talbot showed, a little bit of struggle with the wrestling last time. That was the story of his last fight, was he got grappled for 15 minutes and didn't have a lot of answers, but kept fighting the whole time. Never looked like he was completely out of the fight or had given up. He was looking to battle back the entire time. So the guy's tough as hell. I'm sure that's what he's been working on this entire time since his last fight. I think the mental side of things is the biggest question for me. Again, he didn't break in the fight, so I don't think it's a question of like whether he's got heart or not. I think it's just a whether, what's his confidence like after being 9-0 and having torn through everybody and had all this hype pushed on him with the UFC. Like, how does he recover from this? I think he'll do well. I think he will bounce back well, whether it's a win or a loss. I think just mentally he'll be in a good spot heading into this fight. So, again, I don't know how this one's going to play out, but I like this fight. Sweet fight. Next fight. The fight that was supposed to happen earlier this year at UFC 311, actually. Renato Moicano versus Beneil Dariush. Renato Moicano, famous for having two nicknames. Renato Moicano. Moicano is a nickname meaning Mohawk, and his name's Money. So he's got two nicknames. Very fancy. Beneil Dariush, sick grappler. These guys have similar records. 22-6-1 versus 26-1. I think Beneil Dariush is the better wrestler of the two, and they're both high-level grapplers. Both awkward strikers, but very effective. They've both outstruck and knocked guys out before. But I think Beneil Dariush will probably edge this one out with superior wrestling, while Moicano has elite-level jiu-jitsu like Dariush. I think Dariush's wrestling and ability to dictate position and out-scramble will probably get him this win. I kind of cite the Dariush versus Gamrot fight. Mateusz Gamrot is one of the best grapplers in the division, an ADCC vet, and Beneil Dariush won that fight with a lot of grappling and didn't allow Gamrot to get his game started. So I think Dariush should get this win and get back on the winning track. Another very interesting fight is Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van at flyweight. Brandon Royval is in one of those weird positions where he lost to Pantoja not super long ago, but is clearly the number one guy in the division, is clearly that number one contender. So I feel like they're like almost don't know what to do with him right now. So it's like, all right, let's put him against a hungry up and coming killer and see how he does with this. If he gets this win, then probably put him right back in the title contention, but make him kind of roll the dice a little bit where it's not necessarily a fight that's going to put him up in the rankings, because I think he's already ranked number one. But yeah, it's kind of a dice roll fight. This reminds me of the position that Corey Sandhagen was in a little while ago, where he fought Umar Nurmagomedov. He's just like, you know what, I'm definitely the number one guy, but I need to fight, and I want to challenge myself. So a lot of respect to Royval for putting it on the line here. Royval's a tough test, man. Van is really good. I think this is a massive jump up in competition. I'm going to put my money on Royval. He's been at the top of the division for a really long time. I would also imagine he's the backup for this co-main event, which is Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Another awesome fight. Kai Kara France has been in this division for a long time, has firepower in his hands, knockout power in both hands. I don't see it getting the job done in this one. I think Pantoja is just so far ahead of a lot of the guys in this division that he's starting to look for new contenders, and man, Pantoja is just, I think he's going to keep the belt at the end of this fight. He's on a 1-fight win streak. He knocked out Steve Ursek, but he was on 2 losses before that, and he's getting a title shot. That is extremely surprising. And then the main event, Ilia Topuria versus Charles do Bronx Oliveira. It's the return to lightweight for Ilia Topuria. He fought in 1 fight in the UFC against Jai Herbert at lightweight in an unreal fight. He almost got finished. He got head kicked flush against Jai Herbert, who's a long sniper of a striker, and was able to battle back and get a highlight reel knockout in that fight for Topuria. This is a sick fight. I don't know which way it's going to go. I think Topuria is just so good that it's hard to root against him, but it's also hard to root against Oliveira because he's such a legend and such a gamer and super entertaining and down to fight anybody. Gun to my head, I've got to put money on somebody. I'm putting money on Topuria. I just think he's so confident and so high level right now. This guy is, nobody's done that to Volk. Nobody's done that to Max Holloway. So the more I'm talking about it, the more I'm leaning toward Topuria. But Oliveira's got dynamite in his hands, solid clinch game, unbelievable submission game. I don't see him being able to submit Topuria, but I could see, especially in the clinch or tight in the pocket with knees and elbows, that potentially being where he gets some success. And potentially finishing Topuria, but I think Topuria gets this one done. All right, guys, enjoy the fights. Unreal card, International Fight Week coming up. Enjoy. You know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on